Have you ever wondered, why are there people who eat salty food their entire lives and still remain healthy, while you, just accidentally seasoning a little too much, already feel your blood pressure rising to an uncomfortable level? If you're living with high blood pressure, often feeling tired, dizzy, or even just a little bit of worry makes your heart race and leaves you anxious, then today's video is truly meant for you. Because it's not that you are weaker than others. It's because after the age of 60, our bodies no longer function the way they did in our youth. The cells that were once agile have now grown weary, and detoxifying organs like the liver and kidneys have become more sluggish, making every bite of food, every sip of water, potentially have a profound impact on your blood pressure and cardiovascular health. Aging causes blood vessels to lose elasticity, salt to stay longer in the body, and kidneys to become less efficient in regulating fluid balance as swiftly as they used to. That's why each meal is no longer just about hunger or fullness. It becomes a form of nourishment therapy, or on the other hand, a potential source of harm if not chosen wisely. The good news is, you don't have to go on extreme diets or follow complicated regimens. Just by choosing the right familiar foods each day, such as fresh vegetables, steamed fish, or a low-sodium grain, you're already helping your heart beat more gently, your sleep come more easily, and your mood feel more at ease day by day. The fourth dish in today's video, though very simple, is actually the key that many people have accidentally forgotten. If you're over 60 and quietly listening to every word I share, please leave a number 1 in the comments below. So I know you're still here, and that we're walking this healing journey together. And if what I'm saying feels like a gentle whisper, meant just for you, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, so we can continue stepping through old age together in a way that is gentle, healthy, and full of love. 1. Eating low sodium, but nutrient-rich. The foundation for stable blood pressure. Have you ever felt like you're already eating bland, yet your blood pressure still fluctuates unpredictably, leaving you confused and frustrated? Then others chime in. It must be that fish sauce noodle soup you had yesterday, or probably the salt in the instant noodles. And you sigh, unsure where to even begin. Here's the issue. Eating bland doesn't simply mean using less salt. When seasoning, for people over 60 living with high blood pressure, low-sodium eating needs to be understood more deeply. It's about controlling total sodium intake throughout the day, including hidden sources like fish sauce, soy sauce, processed foods, canned goods, and even a bowl of pho with richly flavored broth. Sodium, the key component of table salt, is the silent culprit behind high blood pressure. When too much sodium enters the body, the kidneys have to work harder to eliminate it. But after 60, kidney function declines. Excess sodium stays in the blood, leading to fluid retention, making the heart beat faster and harder to pump blood, resulting in gradually rising blood pressure. A common misconception is, if you eat too blandly, you'll lack nutrients. But the truth is, you can still eat deliciously, nutritiously, and with low sodium if you choose wisely. Consider using natural flavorings like lemon, rice vinegar, and fresh herbs instead of relying on salt. Avoiding packaged foods, bacon, pork floss, sausages, and salty condiments. Increasing intake of fresh vegetables and fruits, which help eliminate sodium and naturally add potassium. Especially in older adults, taste buds may become less sensitive to flavor, making bland food feel unappetizing. At such times, you can gently modify how dishes are prepared. Steam vegetables with fresh ginger, bake fish with orange peel, or make soup from naturally sweet vegetable broth. These methods not only reduce salt, but also bring you back to the authentic taste of nature, something we tend to cherish more with age. You can start with very small changes, like cutting the fish sauce in your braised dish by half, or diluting the soy sauce in your dipping bowl. Just after 1 week, you'll find your taste buds slowly adjusting, sensing the sweetness of greens, the nuttiness of beans, and no longer craving overpowering saltiness. And if you think eating bland means missing out or being boring, the next food, both visually appealing and helpful in stabilizing blood pressure, will definitely shift your perspective. 2. Steamed fish. A gentle gift for the heart and blood vessels. Have you ever noticed that on certain days, just one bite of warm steamed fish can make your whole body feel calmer, more at ease, light, and without any bloating or post-meal fatigue? For older adults, steamed fish isn't just a food. It's a daily remedy for nurturing heart health. Fish, especially ocean varieties like salmon, mackerel, or sardines, are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, an essential fat known to reduce inflammation, lower blood fats, and support blood pressure in a natural way. Many studies show that older adults who eat fish 2 to 3 times a week have a significantly lower risk of hypertension. Unlike red meat, which is high in cholesterol, steamed fish has a soft texture, is easy to digest, and doesn't require additional oils, making it ideal for people over 60, especially those with high blood pressure accompanied by high cholesterol or fatty liver. A common myth is, fish only tastes good when fried. But the truth is, steamed fish, when prepared properly, is even sweeter and more aromatic. You can steam it with a few slices of ginger, green onions, a sprinkle of pepper, or wrap it with fresh herbs and serve with a diluted garlic chili fish sauce. The light taste of fish blending with the scent of vegetables doesn't just awaken the palate. It gently reawakens the senses dulled by overly seasoned dishes of the past. With regular fish consumption, you'll notice reduced fatigue after meals, deeper sleep, and more stable blood pressure. More importantly, you're offering your heart a soothing pause amidst days often filled with worry. And if you've developed a fondness for steamed fish, then the next root vegetable, a staple of countryside meals, may well be the unsung hero in keeping your blood pressure steady each day. 3. Sweet potato, a gentle and wholesome source of energy. There's hardly anyone who grew up without ever eating sweet potatoes. But few realize that after the age of 60, sweet potatoes become one of nature's most precious medicines. For those with high blood pressure, affordable, easy to eat, and remarkably effective in gently regulating blood vessels. Sweet potatoes are high in potassium, a mineral that counteracts sodium, helping flush out excess salt through urine, thereby relieving pressure on blood vessels. Not only that, sweet potatoes are also rich in soluble fiber, which helps regulate blood sugar, reduce cholesterol, and nourish the gut microbiome, all of which are crucial for older adults with weakened digestion. A fun mini fact: a medium-sized sweet potato contains about 500 milliliters of potassium, nearly 10% of a senior's daily requirement. Eating sweet potatoes 2 to 3 times per week can help stabilize blood pressure, prevent constipation, and maintain steady energy levels throughout the day. Don't be afraid that sweet potatoes will cause bloating. When eaten properly, steamed until soft and consumed when not overly hungry, they help you feel full longer and reduce unnecessary snacking, which in turn helps manage weight better. For those living with high blood pressure, maintaining a stable weight is important to avoid putting extra strain on the heart and blood vessels. You can also steam sweet potatoes with their skin on, pair them with unsweetened yogurt, or use them as a substitute for white rice in main meals. Their light sweetness and nutty flavor evoke childhood memories, making each meal a gentle return to the simple, wholesome things in life. If sweet potatoes have been a familiar friend for generations, then the next ingredient, though small, hides within it a nutrient that may transform the aging of blood vessels after age 60. 4. Leafy greens, nature's filter for clean and flexible blood vessels. Have you ever sat in front of a plate of boiled vegetables and sighed, thinking, "So bland, there's nothing tasty here"? But then when your blood pressure suddenly fluctuates or your doctor reminds you to eat more greens, you suddenly realize just how important that seemingly plain dish really is. For older adults, leafy greens aren't just side dishes. Vegetables are the body's natural filter, helping to eliminate toxins, support kidney function, and especially reduce blood pressure gently, thanks to their rich content of potassium, magnesium, and fiber. These nutrients can help relax blood vessels, stabilize heart rhythm, and ease pressure on artery walls, thereby lowering the risk of sudden spikes in blood pressure. Vegetables like mustard greens, water spinach, Malabar spinach, sweet potato leaves, amaranth, spinach, and broccoli are all excellent choices. Each type has its own unique benefits, but one thing remains true. The fresher and more natural they are, the better they are for your heart. Something many people overlook is that overcooking vegetables can strip away much of their vitamins and minerals. Try boiling them just until tender, or stir-frying quickly with olive oil, adding a bit of minced garlic, some ginger, or toasted sesame seeds. You'll find the dish not only becomes more fragrant and delicious but still retains its necessary health benefits. If boiled vegetables are hard to enjoy, you can juice them, make fresh salads, or cook soups with pumpkin or tofu. All easy to digest and light in flavor. Greens don't need to be fancy, but they do need consistency. When you eat them daily, your body will gradually feel cleaner, lighter, and you'll notice less fatigue after meals, reduced bloating, and especially more stable blood pressure. Vegetables are not just food. They are a gentle reminder that we are living in harmony with nature, choosing purity and simplicity to nourish ourselves. And if you're beginning to find vegetables more delicious each day, then let the next food, simple yet powerful, accompany you in your upcoming meals. 5. Ripe banana. A gentle snack to balance blood pressure. Between meals, sometimes just a bout of fatigue in the late morning can make you worry. Is my blood pressure rising again? You open the fridge, looking for something quick and safe. That's when a ripe banana becomes your little friend for heart health. Bananas are a familiar, affordable, and easy-to-find fruit, yet they are incredibly rich in potassium, which helps flush out excess sodium from the body. Potassium plays a key role in relaxing blood vessels, stabilizing heart rate, and regulating blood pressure. A medium-sized banana contains around 450 milliliters of potassium, nearly 10% of the daily requirement. Beyond potassium, bananas also provide vitamin B6, vitamin C, soluble fiber, and antioxidants. These nutrients help reduce inflammation in the blood vessels, regulate blood sugar, and support digestion, all crucial for older adults who often take medications or have sensitive digestive systems. You can enjoy ripe bananas on their own, slice them into unsweetened yogurt, or blend them with oats and chia seeds for a light morning smoothie. This is an ideal option if you often feel tired when hungry, but don't want to eat anything too heavy. Some people worry that bananas are too hot or cause constipation. In reality, if you eat fully ripe bananas, not too green, and consume them during the daytime instead of late at night, you can fully benefit from their nutrients without experiencing side effects. If you have kidney issues, consult your doctor about how many bananas are safe to eat per week to avoid excess potassium. Think of each banana as a natural remedy. No prescription needed, no receipt required. Yet it helps your heartbeat. Stay steady, your blood pressure feel more comfortable, and your energy gently restored midday. And as you grow used to that sweet and wholesome flavor, let's move on to a breakfast that's easy to prepare, while nurturing both your heart and your digestive system. 6. Oatmeal. A soft start to a peaceful day. Have you ever woken up on an autumn morning still sleepy, your stomach not quite ready for anything savory, and then a bowl of hot oatmeal, gently steaming with the scent of grains, feels like it's a comforting you from the inside out. For seniors with high blood pressure, oatmeal is the ideal breakfast. Light, nourishing, and extremely heart-friendly. Oats contain beta-glucan, a special type of soluble fiber that helps lower bad cholesterol, LDL, improve insulin sensitivity, and support stable blood pressure. Moreover, oats are rich in magnesium, iron, B vitamins, and the antioxidant avenanthramide, all of which help protect blood vessels, reduce inflammation, and improve circulation. A warm, diluted bowl of oatmeal in the morning helps the digestive system ease into the day, placing no burden on the stomach while providing steady energy, preventing quick hunger or mid-morning fatigue. This is particularly important for those on blood pressure medication, as a suitable breakfast helps stabilize blood sugar and avoid sudden drops in blood pressure. You can cook oats with water or low-fat milk. Add a few chia seeds, banana slices, or a teaspoon of honey. For those managing high blood pressure, it's best to prepare the oats thin and warm, with no added sugar, to support better absorption. Here's something lovely. If you make it a habit to eat oatmeal 3 to 4 times a week, within a month you'll notice significant changes. More stable heartbeats, a lighter gut, deeper sleep, and a more peaceful mind. Oatmeal isn't luxurious or extravagant, but it is a way to begin your day with tenderness toward yourself. Because after all the fatigue and stress, sometimes what we truly need is just a warm, pure meal, one that nourishes us from within. 7. Unsweetened yogurt. A gentle companion for heart and digestive health. There are some afternoons when your stomach feels bloated, your breathing becomes slightly more labored, and you wonder, was lunch too greasy? Or is my blood pressure rising again? In that moment, a small tub of unsweetened yogurt, cool, light, and soothing, can be a quiet healer from within. Yogurt, especially the unsweetened kind with live cultures, is an ideal food for older adults with high blood pressure. The first reason is that yogurt is rich in calcium, potassium, and magnesium, 3 essential minerals in blood pressure regulation. Calcium supports proper heart muscle contractions, potassium helps flush excess sodium from the blood, and magnesium relaxes blood vessels and soothes the nervous system. Second, yogurt provides billions of probiotics, beneficial bacteria that improve digestion, support nutrient absorption, and boost the immune system. When the digestive tract is healthy, the body detoxifies more efficiently, reducing the burden on the liver and kidneys, 2 organs that directly influence blood pressure. A notable mini-fact: according to research from the American Heart Association, people who eat yogurt at least 5 times a week have a 20% lower risk of developing high blood pressure compared to those who don't. Of course, yogurt is no replacement for medication, but it shows one thing: simple foods can make a lasting difference. For older adults, choose unsweetened, low-fat yogurt with live cultures, probiotics. You can enjoy it on its own, or mix it with fruits like banana or apple, chia seeds, or oats. What matters most is consistency. Even small servings eaten 3 to 5 times a week can bring noticeable benefits. If you've ever been hesitant about yogurt for fear it might chill your stomach, try having it in the morning or at lunch, when your body is still warm. Avoid eating it on an empty stomach or right before bed. Over time, your body will adjust and begin to appreciate the lightness it brings. Unsweetened yogurt may not be the main course of a meal, but it's like a quiet companion, gently restoring balance from within. And once your body begins to feel more stable, let the next food, small yet energy-rich, continue that journey of healing. 8. Avocado. Heart-stabilizing. Healthy fats we often hear. If you have high blood pressure, avoid fatty foods. But few people realize, not all fats are harmful, and some types of fat are actually a tonic for the blood vessels. Avocado is the perfect example of this. Avocados are rich in monounsaturated fats, the good kind that help lower bad cholesterol, LDL, and raise good cholesterol, HDL, thereby reducing strain on the heart and arteries. This is especially important for older adults, because after 60, blood vessels begin to harden, lose elasticity, and are easily damaged when blood pressure rises rapidly. Besides healthy fats, avocados also contain potassium, magnesium, lutein, and powerful antioxidants. These components help soothe inflammation and improve the function of endothelial cells, the inner lining that protects blood vessels from damage caused by free radicals. An interesting fact: 100 grams of avocado can contain up to 500 millimoles of potassium, roughly the same as a banana, but combined with fat and fiber, making it an ideal choice for those needing to manage blood pressure while maintaining steady energy levels. You can enjoy avocado fresh, blended into smoothies with unsweetened milk, tossed into salads, or spread over whole grain toast. Just half an avocado a day can provide major health benefits. And don't worry about avocados being too fatty. When eaten in moderation, they won't cause weight gain. In fact, they help you feel full longer, reduce snacking urges, and play a crucial role in blood pressure control. Avocados aren't just food. They are a bridge between nature and well-being. With each spoonful, you're telling yourself, "I deserve the very best." And if you're not yet familiar with avocado, let the next food, humble and comforting, give you another reason to fall in love with the simple things in your daily meals. 9. Tofu, a gentle plant-based protein. For an aging heart on days, when you feel weary, have you ever chosen a simple meal? Just a bowl of seaweed soup with tofu, or a steamed tofu dish with light soy sauce, and felt your stomach settle, your mind ease? That's no coincidence. For older adults, tofu is a food that is both gentle and pure, nourishing the body softly, without burdening the heart. Tofu, made from fermented soybeans, is a high-quality plant-based protein that's easy to digest. Unlike red meat protein, which is harder to break down and raises cholesterol, tofu's protein supports muscle building, helps maintain lean body mass, and assists tissue repair, all especially important for seniors who are prone to muscle loss. In addition, tofu contains isoflavones, plant compounds with a structure similar to estrogen. These can help protect blood vessels, stabilize blood pressure, and prevent arterial stiffness, especially in postmenopausal women. One thing to remember: choose low-sodium tofu and avoid fried preparations. Opt for steamed tofu, tofu in soup, or lightly stir-fried with vegetables. You can pair it with mushrooms, spinach, or green onions, nutritious and delicious. Avoid deep-fried tofu or those heavily seasoned, as excess salt and oil can undermine its natural benefits. Tofu is also easy to cook, a savior on days when you don't feel like eating meat or preparing elaborate meals. A bowl of tofu and seaweed soup, a slice of steamed tofu with ginger-infused soy sauce, or a light tofu and tomato stew, all can form a humble yet nutrient-rich meal. And when you eat tofu, you're not just nourishing your body. You're also listening to a quieter part of yourself, the part that longs for peace, stillness, and a slower pace to savor life's flavors. 10. Staying hydrated, a simple habit for steady blood pressure and a clear mind. Have you ever woken up feeling dizzy, your heart racing, your hands and feet cold, and wondered, is my blood pressure acting up? But then just one glass of warm water, plain, unsweetened, scentless, slowly calms your body. That is the quiet power of staying hydrated, something that seems small, but has a significant impact on those living with high blood pressure. After the age of 60, the sensation of thirst diminishes noticeably. Your body no longer signals dehydration as clearly as it did in youth. Yet in reality, even when you don't feel thirsty, your cells still need water to stay alive, maintain healthy blood pressure, and support cardiovascular function. When dehydrated, your blood thickens, making your heart work harder to pump blood throughout the body. This increases pressure on blood vessel walls, and blood pressure may rise silently. This is especially likely in the early morning, right after waking up, or on dry, cool days when your body loses moisture through the skin without you even noticing. Here's a mini fact many people overlook. The kidneys, vital organs in regulating blood pressure, function better with adequate hydration. Drinking water regularly helps the kidneys flush out excess sodium, regulate blood pressure hormones like renin and aldosterone, and maintain electrolyte balance. So drinking water isn't just about quenching thirst, it's a way to care for your blood vessels, protect your heart, and keep your mind clear. Start each morning with a glass of warm water, even before eating or taking medications. Throughout the day, sip small amounts regularly. Don't wait until you're thirsty. For older adults with high blood pressure, it's best to prioritize warm or purified drinking water. Light infusions such as roasted rice water, roasted black bean water, or gentle vegetable juices. If you prefer something mild and palatable, avoid sugary drinks, carbonated beverages, strong tea, or concentrated coffee, as these can stimulate the nervous system and cause blood pressure fluctuations. Some seniors worry that drinking more water will lead to frequent nighttime urination and disrupt sleep. But you can manage your intake wisely. Drink more during the day and reduce in the evening. This way you stay hydrated without compromising rest. Keep this in mind. 1.5 to 2 liters per day is ideal for healthy older adults without kidney conditions. But more importantly, listen to your body. Don't wait until you feel dry lips or dizzy spells to remember that you forgot to drink. You can place a small water bottle beside your bed, a glass on the tea table, or use a water bottle with marked measurements so that drinking water becomes as natural and regular as breathing. Quiet, but deeply nourishing. Staying hydrated is a simple act. It costs nothing, requires no effort, yet it brings long-term stability to your entire body. When your blood vessels are refreshed, when blood flows freely, every organ in your body is gently comforted. And by now you may begin to realize caring for your blood pressure doesn't have to start with medication. It can begin with the simplest things, like a warm glass of water, a light meal, a ripe banana, or a gentle bowl of oatmeal in the early morning. So today, we've journeyed together through a soft, gentle path, from seemingly ordinary foods to refreshing glasses of water that help your heart beat more steadily each day. If there's only one thing to remember, perhaps it's just this: eat gently and stay well hydrated. These are the foundations of steady blood pressure and a heart that no longer has to strain. High blood pressure doesn't shout, doesn't scream, but quietly wears away your health and your joy in living. That's why eating well is not just about survival. It's about living peacefully and meaningfully. You don't need to change everything all at once. Just today, reduce 1 spoonful of salt, swap white rice for steamed sweet potatoes, or start your morning with a warm bowl of oatmeal, and you've already begun the process of healing. Whether you're 60, 70, or beyond, believe this: it's never too late to begin again. And that beginning might be as simple as choosing a ripe banana for your snack, or placing a water bottle by your bedside so you remember to drink first thing in the morning. You, the one reading these words, deserve to live clearly, live healthily, and live fully. Aging is not surrender. It's the time to slow down, go deeper, and learn how to love yourself more gently each day. If you're unsure where to begin, start with leafy greens, with steamed fish, or with a small cup of unsweetened yogurt. Each dish is a message. I am caring for myself. I am choosing peace. You can also try roasted rice water instead of sugary drinks, choose tofu over red meat, and set aside time each week to create a simple, nourishing meal plan. Don't Forget, a healthy body begins with small habits. If today's sharing felt like a companion walking with you through the afternoon, then please hit the subscribe button so we can continue this journey together. We're here every week with soft, loving words just for you. You're also welcome to leave a comment below. I'll start with, to remind yourself that you're choosing to live actively. Maybe it's oatmeal, maybe avocado, or simply a glass of warm water. And that alone is enough. We'd truly love to know, what will you try first after watching today's video? Share it with us, so someone else reading or listening can feel inspired by you. Because real change doesn't begin with theory. It begins with trust and with compassion toward yourself. And finally, please remember this. Beauty doesn't lie in age. It lies in the way we care for ourselves, day by day. Every meal you choose is a flower placed lovingly into the vase of your life. We may not be able to control every change that comes with aging, but we can choose to live in ways that are gentler, kinder, and more respectful to our bodies. Thank you for staying with us until the end of this video. Wishing you a peaceful afternoon, a warm, nourishing meal, and a heart that beats steady, calm, just like the way you've chosen to love yourself today.